I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Howard, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now, Jackson. And the catch good, it's Eifert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Set, 19, 57, 54. Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again. Wide, get wide. That's. Check. And go.
On first and 10, Watson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here. A shotgun snap for Watson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Go. And that's good for another Check 15, check 54. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Arrington. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
57
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. His pass caught with the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 96 yards. Now Watson.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Alert! Motion! Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
This is Barkley. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT.
But he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go counter with Howard. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On first down, they run with Howard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On the delay, it's Howard. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL. And it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner with good timing.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Going the other way.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Throwing is Jackson.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. But it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Jackson will throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now come the Seahawks. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing on 3rd and long. McMullen throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a little floater there is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start second half.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Jackson now. He's got it to Williams. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And Jackson throwing once more. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go, defense.
Again, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Now it's Watson, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Watson. Got a man. It's Brown. 22 yards there, a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the rookie Saquon Barkley, the one who finishes things off with a touchdown run. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run with Howard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson now off the bootleg. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson looking to throw on third. And Eifert has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. the handoff. This is Howard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Panthers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Carolina.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
31! 6-man.
Now a first down throw. Watson buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, Watson is going to fire one deep, middle of the... And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Jackson. Funches has it complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jackson. That's caught by Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Now it's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. Here's Jackson to throw. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
It's brought in by Kevin White. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Now Jackson. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now it's Watson. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Get in the weight room. Hey, check Mike 57.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
53's the Mike.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count